And I go, oh God, after you leave, I'm just going to be sitting here in the other interviews going through all the other albums that I should have said.
What do you want with a dead girl?
I'm the same. Born from the dead. I am a monster.
Yeah, so am I.
Hi, I'm Alex from Enemy, and today I'm joined by the star of 54 films, 2 TV shows, and 1 video game. It's Christian Bale.
Oh my God, is it that many? I've really got to hang my spurs up, haven't I? What have I been doing? What's the video game? The
Batman film.
video game? Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. All right, I've got to rethink everything now. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time.
Well, let's talk about film number 54, The Bride.
But hold on, I've made one other movie since then. So is this 54 and the next one's 55?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've included a couple of TV movies in there that maybe
Right.
you might not count, I don't know, but...
I might not count, I might not want to remember. Also,
That's possible, yeah. But yeah, let's talk about film number 54, The Bride. The thing that immediately jumped out to me was the dance scene. Walk me through that. Where did those moves come from?
One of them is a chimpanzee shitting into his hand and then throwing it, which I did experience at the San Diego Zoo, and having to duck as their crap was flying above. So one of the moves is that. But it's a protest dance that ends up in revolution. You know, as you know, it's something which is an answer to meeting your heroes. He finally meets his hero of Ronnie Reed, who's kind of a Fred Astaire character played by Jake Gyllenhaal, who, because of his intense loneliness and lack of any friends or any kind of companionship, he looks at as his best friend. He's kind of a stalker like Eminem Stan kind of deal, where he cannot believe that Ronnie Reed doesn't know him as well as he knows Ronnie Reed. He also smells an awful lot and arrives kind of saying, it's me, hey, the two of us, best friends forever, right? And gets rejected. And so it's a dance that comes out of the pain of being rejected by what you think is your best friend, but it's the birth of the true Frank. And also then we get the bride who really, at that point, starts to define herself and on this kind of absolute mission from God that she's on, be able to articulate what it is that she's protesting, and they spark a revolution after that.
Going to be interesting to Enemy readers that you mentioned Eminem Stan there.
Right.
Was there some inspiration taken from that, and maybe some other musicians for the movement or the character?
There was a lot. We had the set was filled with so much music, and then also Maggie would just ask Jesse and I to send her tunes all the time, inspiration, whether it's inspirational or things that could actually be included in the movie. You know, music is the way to emotion, the quickest way. If you ever been involved in editing a movie, you just take out any of the music, add different music, and you completely change what the movie is. It's the way it is, what makes you feel more than any other sense.
Yeah. What did you send to Maggie? Do you remember?
Oh, tons. Oh, there were tons of stuff. Some of it was just sort of straight up punk stuff. There was a lot of I love the OCs. You know the OCs.
Yeah,
I love the OCs.
yeah.
There's a lot of that. I think there was a lot of Jesse really loved Spiritualized, and there was Spaceman 3. Stuff as well, much more recent things. You know, Jesse's an incredible singer. John Prine songs, are in there. Pogues. It was on and on. It was a long list.
Yeah. Are you much of a dancer in real life?
I love to dance. I'm not much of a dancer.
So at a wedding, you're not first on the dance floor, but maybe after a few drinks or something?
Yes. Yeah, it would be like that, yeah. Although I can't remember the last time I was at a wedding, if ever.
Another thing about The Bride I wanted to ask you was your costume, because I put my clumpiest shoes on today in honour of Frank, and I wondered, were they weighted? Because tell me about the costume.
Yes, they were weighted, but they should look like just enormous shoes. I did have 5-inch lifts as well. But the whole look of it, which Sandy Powell was there, we worked together going back to Velvet Goldmine days, another very music, influenced movie. She's magnificent. And what I had looked at very early on as inspiration for Frank was Sid Vicious in the white jacket walking down the steps doing My Way, right?
Yeah.
And then when he would cut himself, etc. Richey Manic from the Manic Street Preachers doing the full reel on his wrist, etc. These were all things that I brought and presented to Maggie as this is Frank. And so we always knew we wanted him to end up in a white jacket, and then it was Sandy who went, no, look, he wants to look like Ronnie Reed, Jake Gyllenhaal's character, kind of a Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly character.
Yeah.
He wants to look like that, but then flip it inside out. And then also, you don't really see it, but there's all sorts of drawings on the jacket. It's a shame that so many movies have such beautiful detail, but just you can't take the time to show it all. But we had the albatross from the Rime of the Ancient Mariner and stuff. But yeah, it comes back to Sid Vicious walking down those steps. That was my inspiration.
I mean, the Mannix thing, it sounds like you really did your research on this. You should have come down to the Enemy Archive, because
I'm sure
Richey
you guys could have
told
helped
us, like, he was the one that, there was an Enemy journalist there.
That was for Enemy, was it, when he did
it was
that?
down in Norwich,
Man,
at the Arts
right.
Centre.
Okay.
But where did you read about that? Just on the internet? Or were you a Mannix fan? Or?
Massive Mannix fan, have been for years. Listen to him all the time.
Have you managed to meet any of your sort of 90s
Don't wish
indie
to.
heroes?
Don't really
That's
want to.
interesting.
Don't need to. I think that artists, it's their art that I'm interested in. I know that I'm a complete disappointment for anyone to meet. The best of me is in film, and if I haven't done that yet, I will put the best of me, into film, the most interesting elements. So I don't feel the need to meet people. I just love listening to what they've done.
Come on, big man. You don't want to play?
Until death do us part.
Now, The Bride is coming out on March 6th, but that's not the only thing that Enemy readers are excited about. It is the new Harry Styles album.
Oh.
There are some people that think they spotted you at a Harry Styles concert in
True.
LA once.
True, yes.
And I saw this picture.
Ben Harper was supporting.
Yeah.
He's a friend of a friend.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say that this is the only picture I found, but that's you, isn't it?
There it is. It's like, where's Wally? Literally a Wally in there. Yes, no, it is. Yeah.
I assumed that maybe it was one of your kids that you would take him.
Well, I did, but the reason was, and look, full kudos to Harry Styles, but that wasn't the actual reason. It was a friend of Ben, who we went and hung out with, and then went and saw the show, which was fantastic.
We asked this to everyone that we interviewed. What's an album that you always go back to? If you had to pick one, and you could only pick one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. All right. There's Pogues. Was it Summer in Siam?
Yeah.
Definitely. I Can't Help It. Also Bummed by Happy Mondays.
Yeah, I thought you might pick them.
I love Pure Phase and Laser Guided Melodies by Spiritualized. Oh, God, there's going to be so many bands that I feel awful that I didn't mention, because I'll immediately look on my phone and go, of course, I was listening to that this morning. I was listening to Lou Reed this morning. It is the most essential art form in my life. It's the number one thing. Movies are ridiculously difficult because you're incorporating everything into one, right? It's crazy. Music you can carry with you, put on whenever you want, whatever mood you're in, you can put it in. I use it for acting all the time. I use music all the time to help me. So it's the thing I would absolutely die without. Yeah. And I can't, oh God, after you leave, I'm just going to be sitting here in the other interviews going through all the other albums that I should have said.
You can get your publisher to email us a list, 100 records that Christian Bale says you need to listen to before you die. Thanks so much for chatting to us,
All right,
Christian.
cheers.
Stop right there!
The dead have got something to say. And I'm saying it.
The Bride of Frankenstein.
No, just the bride.
Scared?